Hello again, Egan fans. Apologize for the late start. Well, game for us went a little bit long, so now we are looking at 3.5 minutes till puck drop during this rematch of Lakeville North and your Egan Wildcats. This is a do-or-die game. Winner of this game advances to the next game at 4 p.m. to take on the loser of the championship game between Farmington and West St. Paul.
Welcome, 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 everyone. I'm Mike Hendrickson. With me, I got Mike Levine here. He's doing color today. This will be the last meeting of these two teams this year. The loser goes home. Good to see. This will be a good battle. Crowd is ready and amped. Everybody has a lot of coffee, and everybody has a lot of coffee. We got Tony Gunderson here for a little commentary. Tony, what do you have to say?
North all day.
Oh, don't listen to him, folks. He's the Lakeville North parent.
Stephanie's watching at home. Hi, honey.
Oh, shout out to Stephanie Gunderson. All right. And here we go. 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the warm-up clock. We'll be starting shortly. Grab your coffee. Make sure it's hot. This is going to be a barn burner here today. These two teams have played 4 times. Lakeville North has won 2 of the 4, tied 1, and lost 1. All 4 games have been relatively close. 2 have gone to overtime. No, excuse me, one ended in a tie, 1 went into overtime. One of the wins, Lakeville North's win, went into overtime. So, and that was into 5 overtimes. Should be a good game here today, folks. Looking for a Wildcat victory. Gino Palello in the last game suffered a contusion to the left thigh, needing about 4 stitches. He got cleared for play today. He's going to tough that out, and we should see good play. This is a do or die game, so everything's on the line right here. You're going to see everything and everything. It will be an exciting game. Special shout out to Greg Schwab. Greg, if you're watching, thanks for tuning in. Trying to think of all my shout outs. If I forget you, it's not because I didn't mean to. A shout out to Zachary Snyder out in Philadelphia. He's tuning in. Thanks for joining us today. I look forward to a really good game here. We'll be underway here shortly.
The better goalie who just played against Cottage girls.
Oh, Lakeville North deciding to not play their goalie time equally. Lakeville North playing the same goalie that they played the last game. They've decided to go with 1 goaltender here. So, and Egan, with only 1 goaltender, they'll only have 1 decision to make. How's it going? Good to see you. All right, folks. So I think we're announcing starting lineups, it looks like here. Maybe You know, it's interesting. The girls played in the game before this. There was 3 refs. And the boys here, there's only 2. Any thoughts on that, Mike?
I think they do that because that's their top 15U. I'm not sure if they do that for 15U A and B.
Interesting.
Bantams, AA, and A have to have 3 refs.
Yep. So this game, lose and go home. Should be a good game. Eli Gunderson, number 18 of Lakeville North. Once again, the players to watch out for Lakeville North, numbers 18, 92, 83, and 44. These are their goal scorers. Got to watch out for them. They're all dangerous. 92, Nyfield, a great player. Number 16, Hendrickson had some key goals against the Cottage Grove game that went into overtime to get Lakeville North to today's game. Lakeville North once again playing their same goalie. Jonah Johnson here having a great year. Started the year at defense, moved to forward, seemed to be the right position. Captain of the team, Gino Palello. Gino once again, going to be playing through an injury today. Jake Palin, alternate captain. And wing. Preston Skoog playing D. So once again, started off as a winger and moved to D. Willie Mitchell Jr., other alternate captain. And Eric Turner in that between the pipes. No anthem here today, so we're going to be underway shortly here. Jordan West with some last words of wisdom. Both teams fired up. We'll have a resurfacing after the first period of play. Everybody is well excited, I think. This crowd looks amped up. Ready to get the ball rolling here. Next 2 teams to play. The winner of this game will play the loser of the next game, and that next game is Farmington West St. Paul. And that game, the winner of that game will go on to the regional tournament in the quest for the state championship. Here's Palello to take the draw with Johnson, Palin. That draw won here by Lakeville North. It goes back to Skoog. Skoog sends it to Johnson. Johnson loses it by the ref's feet. This puck tipped out here. Here comes Palello to Johnson. Johnson through neutral zone, makes one man miss. Johnson on the breakaway. Johnson is tied up. He'll control that puck. Oh, he chips it out. Loses the handle on it. Becomes a 1-on-3. Nice play here by Mitchell Jr. stopping Nyfield on the rush there. That puck from the sideboards down in deep. So is trying to lay body here, number 44. Here's Palin down in deep. He'll send that cross ice to Skoog. Skoog's a step too slow. Can't get there. Palin coming up the sideboards. He looks like he's laboring already. That puck up the sideboards, that's going to go through the point. Here's Johnson to attack. He's going to allow his team to change. Johnson in deep here. He's going to battle in deep. Gain just enough time to get his forwards back in the zone. They'll send it in deep. Here's Egan on the attack. Johnson in deep again. Gives a good check down in deep. No call. His hands were a little bit high. Cross ice pass, centering pass to 44. Here is Raston and Levine. They're battling. This puck up the sideboards. Hendrickson goes to settle. He sidesteps a check. Gets that up to Newman. Newman gets it to Johnson. Johnson needs to come off the ice here. He's been out there forever. Here is Levine. Sends it to Newman. Newman settles that puck. Sends it cross ice over to Raston. Raston to Mead. Mead tries to make one man miss. Mead goes in off sides, but no arm up by the ref. That puck. Don't let him yell at you. This Lakeville North coach already yelling at the refs with 13:18 to go in the first period. Here's Henriksen, Newman, Mead, Rasnan, Levine. Henriksen to take the draw. He's facing Rupert, number 5, Lakeville. Draw 1 here by Lakeville. They'll take it down in deep to their corner. That puck sent cross ice. Nice job by Newman to send it in deep. Tipped by Mead on the shot on the net, but that misses wide. Rung around, stopped up at the top of the line by Rasnan. Rasnan sends it back in deep. Here's Newman to gain control. Newman turns, looks, sends it in deep again. Here's Mead and Henriksen down in deep. That puck up the sideboards. Levine comes, stops it. Shot on net by Mead! And that goes! Deflect! Shot on net by Levine! That gets deflected in! Boom! Boom! Egan strikes first blood with 12:51 to go in the first period. That was just a bad carom off a leg or a foot. You'll notice here, both these teams play a lot with momentum. 1-0 Egan with 12:51 to go in the first period. Here is Palello, Riley, Haas. Draw 1 here by Lakeville North. Good step at the line by Mitchell Jr. He'll send that puck into neutral. Here's Riley on the attack. Riley's attacking. That puck back into neutral zone. Palello comes and misses. It's a 3-on-2 shot on net by Lakeville North from the top of the slot by Gunderson. Gunderson's battled. Down in deep we go. Here's 2 defensemen behind their goal line. Puck up top to the line. No forward pressure there. Here's Palello. Palello's got to move that puck to get it to Riley. Riley over the line. Riley's blasted. Here's a penalty on Lakeville North. Lakeville North has got called for roughing. Lakeville North's coach is thinking about losing his mind, but he's holding steady. With 12:14 to go in the first period, 1-0 Egan. Egan to go on the power play. Here's Palello, Haas, Riley, Mitchell Jr., and Scoog. Palello to take the draw in deep. He's facing number 15, Lakeville North. That's Olsen. That puck centered into Olsen's feet. Egan's defense have to retreat back into neutral zone. They're battling. They get that up to Palello. Palello sends a cross-ice pass to really no one there. Great hustle by Haas to get there in time. Here's Scoog over to Mitchell Jr. Good area pass by Scoog. Mitchell Jr. skates that in. Shot on net by Jr. to the high blocker. That goes to the corner. Haas is going to try and settle it. Here's Palello battling in deep. Haas battling. That's in the foot. Palello shot on net. Almost finds its way home. Up to the top of the line, Mitchell Jr. battling to keep that puck in. Lakeville North to send that back into neutral. Scoog settles. Minute 13 to go in the power play. Here's Palello. He's got to resettle, go the other way. Over to Mitchell Jr. Jr. to Riley. Riley over the line. Riley shot on net. Rebound goes to the left corner. That'll go to the top of the line where Johnson tries to settle. Hops over his stick. They'll have to regroup through neutral zone. Johnson over to Mitchell Jr. Mitchell Jr. Nice scissor play here by the boys. Shot on net, goal! And away, Mitchell Jr. Absolutely gorgeous. With 11:04 to go in the first period. Egan playing lights out. They came to play today, boys. 11:04, first period. Lakeville North looking dejected. Here's Henriksen to take the draw with Jonah Johnson, Jake Palin, Levine, and Rasnan. Henriksen to take the draw. Draw 1 here cleanly by Lakeville North. They've been doing well off the draws. That to the sideboards. Henriksen plays it off the sideboards, gets across the line, tries to get that through. It'll go back up to him. Henriksen shot on net. Rebound to the corner. Egan getting good shots on net. Here's Johnson on the sideboards battling. Henriksen to go help out. Top of the line. Rasnan shot. Misses wide. Goes left. Goes to the far corner where Palin's going to attack. Palin turns his back to the puck. Is not able to get a body on it. This puck back to the sideboards. Palin settles. Centers to Johnson. God, Johnson almost buries the puck. Looks like the net's off here. 10:31 to go in the first period. Sorry, folks, if the volume, you might have to turn your volume down at home. I am just a little bit over-energized here this morning. I think I had too many coffees.
Yeah, I think
You
a lot
know.
of people
What's that?
do. A lot of people do.
Yeah, you might have to turn your volume down. I'm excited. Can't help it. Here's Palello to win the draw. Newman there to battle on the sideboards. He'll gain control, send it back in deep. Here's Palello to attack. Newman to help. Newman tried to center that to Mead. Couldn't find him. Back in the corner we go. Newman and, oh, this one centered eventually to Mead. Mead had a chance there. Mead centers back to Newman. It is in his foot. Newman couldn't find it. Back to the sideboards we go. Newman and Palello battling in deep. That to the top of the line. Skoog to take a nice shot on net. Hits a skate. Egan's going to have to back check hard now. To the neutral zone they go. They're able to put a stop to North's back check. Egan out of their own zone. Cross ice pass by Newman, or Mead over to Newman. Mead now attacking on the sideboards. Mead gets to second level. Mead shot on net. Trying to go 5-hole. Thought he had it. Great play by Quinn Mead here. Nice job, Quinn! All right, here's Henriksen to take the draw. With him, he's got Riley and Haas. At the point, Levine and Rastanen. Henriksen to take the draw. Draw one here by Henriksen over to Levine. Levine chips that down in deep. Henriksen, Haas there to battle. That puck up to the top to Rastanen. Rastanen, not a lot of time. He gets that in deep to Haas. Haas had a guy on him, couldn't handle it. Haas battling in deep. Henriksen's there to help. That puck centered nicely by Lakeville North. Lakeville North into neutral zone. They are just accosted by Egan. Henriksen sends his puck in deep. This will go on net. Lakeville North will have to cover with 9:15 to go in the first period. Egan pressuring. Here's Leo Palin giving high fives to the commentators. Here's Henriksen ready to take the draw. Look at him. Showing good body language here. The Egan Wildcats. Henriksen takes this draw. Looks like a false start is the call. They're going to redrop this puck. No, they're not going to kick a center out. It's Henriksen versus, oh, they are. They're kicking Rupert out. Henriksen wins cleanly over to Levine. Levine shot on net into the belly of the beast with 9:13. I'm pretty sure that clock did not start. We'll take it.
Well, no.
Henriksen to take the draw again. Draw is contested. Riley will help battle. It's in the ref's feet. Riley gets it in deep. Here's Haas. Haas on the attack. That puck rung around. Here's Rastanen to step. Henriksen covers for Rastanen. It's a 2-on-2. Rastanen in back check. Nice job by Rastanen. Henriksen steps up at the line. Toe drag here by Lakeville North. Lakeville North will try and center. Nice job by Levine clearing that out of the slot. On the sideboards, oh, Riley had Henriksen. They're going to use this as a dump to change lines. Egan with the 5 fresh legs out. Good switch by Egan. The puck in deep. Lakeville North misses on that puck. Palello tries to get that second level. Skoog over to Johnson nicely. Johnson will contain on the sideboards. Johnson sidesteps one man. Tries to get that to Palello. Trying to get a little too cute. Mitchell Jr. swings and misses. He'll waffle that shot. That puck chipped out by Lakeville North down into neutral zone. Here's Gunderson on the attack with some quick feet. Mitchell Jr. sends that puck up the sideboards. It'll make it out to neutral. Lakeville North takes a forced offsides. With 8:09 to go in the first period, it's 2-0 Egan. Here is Palello, Palin, Johnson, Skoog, and Mitchell Jr. Draw one here by Palello. Palello in his feet got it up to Johnson. Johnson at second level battles against the sideboards. Palin's got to help out through neutral zone. Palin on the attack. He's got Skoog with him. Mitchell Jr. picks him up in front. Puck up to the top of the line. They'll bring that down. Shot on net is tipped in through traffic. Back to the sideboards. Johnson with time and space. Johnson's cross ice pass to Palin. Palin tried to send a one-touch pass over to Palello. He then goes for a change. Puck in deep, held in by Skoog, shot on net by Skoog, that through traffic. Palello goes for a change. Johnson battling in deep. Johnson allowing his line mates to change once again. 7:28 to go. Puck down in deep here. We'll have a draw down in deep. 2-0 Egan. Here's Henriksen to take the draw with Mead and Newman, Levine, Rastanen. Henriksen to take the draw. Oh, draw is one, it looks like, here by Lakeville North. Started off contested, probably. That puck, offsides is the call. Hendrickson a step too slow to get to it. That puck will come out to neutral. Hendrickson to take the draw. He's going to pull to Levine against Rupert. Hendrickson, Newman, Mead, Levine, Rassinen. Draw one cleanly by Rupert. That puck will get squirt back out of neutral zone. Step at the line. Nice job by Rassinen at the line. Good back check by Mead. Mead's right all over him. Down in deep into the corner. Puck comes out in front. Great save by Kerner. It's going to be a slash on Lakeville North with 7:03. Slash going on number 6. Egan to the power play. This draw will come all the way down to the other end.
The other end, boys! Other end!
I think the Wildcats weren't even sure that they were going to a power play. Ref calls slash on number 6, who I think his name is Butler, if I'm not mistaken. Hendrickson to take the draw against 96 of Lakeville North. Draw one here by Lakeville North. Down in deep, that puck chipped up to the top of the line. Raston sends that over to Levine. Levine shot on net. Oh, almost tipped by Mead in front. To the sideboards we go. Hendrickson's battling. We need 2 on the puck there, boys. Goes to Raston. Raston tried to get a stick on it. This to Hendrickson. Hendrickson over to Newman. Newman now can settle. Over to Levine. Levine, one-time shot. Oh, rebound. Hendrickson just couldn't quite settle it. Now he settles it to the sideboards. Sends it to Mead. Mead had a guy on him. This puck up to Levine. Levine, slap shot on net. Rebound goes just wide to the corner. Raston to Levine, or to Hendrickson deep in the corner. Raston's got to battle this puck up to Levine. Levine to the top of the line. Levine sends a shot into a shin pad down deep. This puck back to the line. Raston loses his footing. Down in deep we go. Here is Newman. He's got Mead. Mead and Levine. Levine kind of covering back for... There's Raston battling. Top of the circle. Good back check here by Egan. Great play. Oh, 96. Cross-checks Levine and then gives him aftermath after the whistle. This should be a 5-minute major. Oh, wow. Refs are calling Levine. He got a penalty for getting checked. Well, we'll have 4-on-4 for 52 seconds, then Egan will go on a penalty kill for 1:08. Puck down in deep, up to the top of the line, off a shin pad. Here's Palalo in a foot race. It's a 2-on-1. Palalo has Riley, over to Riley. Oh! Just misses on a one-time play off the back end. Now they got to hustle to get back. Here is Palalo in a foot race getting back. Nice job on the back check. Skoog turns and sends it right into a shin pad. A little bit of a panic play there. Skoog's absolutely ripped when he didn't have the puck. The ref keeps that hand down on the interference call. Palalo over the line. Palalo steps over to Riley. Riley in his feet. Riley couldn't play it. Now he's got to get up and hustle back. Let's go, Riley! Skate! That puck down in deep. Nice save by Kerner. 5:08 to go. Boy, those boys really put a good effort. 5:08 to go. 6 seconds and 4-on-4. Then we'll be on a penalty kill here. Number 44 to take the draw. This draw to the sideboards is contested. Jonah Johnson, Jake Palin. Oh, Johnson plays it through one guy, makes one man miss, overskates the puck. This to the top of the line. Hendrickson's got to clear. That puck bouncing in the slot. Shot on net. Kerner trying to save it. Ref had his whistle in the pocket. Couldn't get it out. 56 seconds to go in the penalty kill. That puck's got to be cleared, ladies and gentlemen. There's Jonah Johnson. Draw one here cleanly by Lakeville North. They've been great off the draw. Johnson intercepts, makes one man miss. It's a one-on-one. Johnson coming across. Johnson shot on net, no rebound. With 4:39 to go in the first period, it's 2-0 Egan. 46 seconds on the penalty kill to Willie Levine's penalty. Not sure, do you know what the penalty was for?
Getting slashed in the throat.
Yeah, you got a penalty for getting slashed in the throat, I think. This draw won cleanly here once again by Lakeville North. They've been phenomenal off the draw. This puck rung around. Once again, Egan is playing defensively here. This puck through neutral zone. Here's Henriksen on the retreat. That puck goes second level. Raston makes one man miss. This puck to the top of the line. Henriksen's got to chip that out. Chips it over to Johnson. Johnson's got a one-on-one. Johnson out of gas. He's accosted from behind, no call. Lakeville North will send this in deep. They'll ring it around. Jake Palin's got to start skating hard here and retreat here. Henriksen's beat down deep to the corner. Here's Raston. That puck to the far side corner. Henriksen wisely doesn't go chase and have 2D behind. Egan now to full strength. To the top of the line they go. It's puck to the down in deep here. Into the high slot, here's Raston. Raston cross ice to Palin. Palin turns away from the puck, allowing a fast break here for Lakeville North. Shot on net, misses wide. Here's Johnson with a chance. Johnson's out of gas. Johnson gets ripped, no call. Gets blasted when he doesn't have the puck. Refs are totally fine letting that go for some reason. This puck down in deep. Here's Mitchell Jr. behind his own net. Sends it off the sideboards down into neutral zone. Stoppage of play at 3:05 to go in the first period. A special shout out here to Charlie Johnson and Will Johnson, who are both watching at their home in Edina. Charlie, I believe one of the assistant coaches for Edina Green, one of the best teams, probably the #1 rated team in the state. Will Johnson, one of their goalies, phenomenal player. Special shout out to you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Appreciate the support. Oh, this great draw here, win down in deep. That one won by Riley. It's a quick back check. Riley and Meade got to get back faster. They're laboring for some reason, not back checking hard. That puck on the sideboards. Off the sideboards, number 15 able to skate that in. He'll take a shot that goes to the rail and slides up to the D. Shot on net, this one into the screen. Nice save by Kerner. Kerner's spot on here so far this morning. The 2:32 to go in the first period. And we've gotten a running time here, folks. Clock is running, and we're going to go down to 2:25. Minor officials, they're human. So Henriksen to take the draw once again against Rupert. He's got Johnson, Palin, Raston, and Levine. Draw down in deep. Contested. Over to Johnson. Johnson's got Palin with him. Johnson makes one man miss. Johnson to a breakaway. Nice save by the goaltender here. Good leg move. Johnson went to his backhand, that puck's got to go high. Nice slide by the goalie. Down in deep we go. Henriksen to take the draw. Draw one cleanly by Henriksen up to Levine. Levine's shot goes flipping high. That up to Johnson in the corner. Johnson in the corner makes two men miss. That puck contested in the sideboards. Here's Henriksen on the attack. Centering pass by Lakeville North. They'll make Raston miss. Number 6 of Lakeville. Good stick here by Levine. Johnson there to attack. Johnson sends it to Henriksen, but his puck was at his waist. Lakeville North will send that in deep and go for a change. Here's Raston down in deep behind his own net. 1:50 to go in the period. Up to Palin. Palin centering pass to Johnson. Won't find its mark. Back into neutral zone. Here's Johnson. Johnson's got to find some speed. Johnson's absolutely accosted and no call. Centering pass here. Interference is the call on Johnson. Oh, folks, we have not seen this kind of officiated in such a long time. That is about the worst officiating I've seen in many years. I don't know how you don't call an interference on Lakeville. 2 minutes of penalty kill. Egan will be killing this penalty for the rest of the period. Here is Palello. Oh, shot on net quickly by Gunderson. Had it in the slot. This puck to the top of the line. Shot goes wide of the net. Mitchell Jr. sends this off the sideboards. That'll go the length of the ice. Icing will be the call with 1:19 to go in the first period. Once again, folks, after this period, we'll have a resurfacing. You'll have about a 10-minute break to go refill your coffee. Go get some crumpets, maybe an apple strudel. Or maybe lunch is your favorite of the day, and you'll be ready for a ham sandwich. Now 1:19 to go in the first period. Palello, Riley, Skoog, and Mitchell Jr. This puck contested off the draw goes down in deep from Henriksen. Here's Eli Gunderson from his corner. He'll send it up to the top. Lakeville North takes a shot from the point. Rebound! That puck was deflected off the rebound. With 1:06 to go in the first period, it's 2-1 Egan. That was just a tough break. That was a tough break. Nothing you could do about that. Eric Kerner should not be upset. That was a tipped puck in the crease. Nothing he could do about that. Egan ready to roll here. 1:06 to go in the first period. Henriksen to take the draw. Not sure what that whistle is for. Draw here is contested. Lakeville North will ultimately come away with the to the sideboards they go. Here is Levine. Henriksen comes, lays body, will gain control here down deep. He's battling there with Levine and Riley. Puck to the top of the line. Here's Henriksen on the attack. Haas coming with him. Haas battling on the sideboards. Here comes Riley in the attack. Levine steps up at the line. Nice play by Levine. Levine's going to come 40 seconds in the period. Levine goes to second level. He'll go in deep. Henriksen stays high for him. Now Riley goes. Henriksen goes in deep. Lakeville North wants a call, but Lakeville North player really actually just lost an edge. Good step by Riley. Here's Levine down in deep. Nice play. Defense. Oh, Levine sends it into the crease. Pass right to Lakeville North. Got to be careful with that. Friesek. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Those pucks got to go wide here, folks. 12 seconds to go in the period. 2-1 Egan. Here is Palello to take the draw with Newman, Mead, Jr., and Skoog. Draw goes to the top of the line. Looked like it was kind of contested. Back down in deep we go. Lakeville North able to center that puck. They'll send it to their point. Shot on net, gets deflected, goes through traffic, but misses the net. That's the end of the first period, folks. We'll catch you after a 10-minute hiatus. Thanks for tuning in.
Welcome back, folks, to the second period. Ice is clean. The boys are fresh and rested. And they're looking to come back out for another strong start. Tally a couple more on that board. You guys know what's on the line here, and they're not done playing hockey. They want to play for another game and hopefully another weekend. Doing our final stretches. Everyone seems to be in a pretty positive vibe, so I really hope that keeps up here. And back on the horn is Mike Henriksen.
All right, is your coffee full? Or maybe, depending on what time it is where you're watching from, it might be Miller time. All right, 15 minutes on the clock. Score is 2-1, Egan. Shots, 14-12, Egan. Kerner takes his net. The Wildcats come to the draw. Here's Palello, Palin, Johnson, Raston, Levine. Palello to take the draw. Draw is contested. Off the draw, it goes to the sideboards. Step at the line by Levine. That puck goes back in deep. Raston to attack. Raston's battling Nyfield down in deep. Levine, nice step by Levine to get there. On the sideboards we go. Palin trying to get that out. Shot goes cross ice to the other side. Johnson battling on the sideboards, tries to get that second level. Here is Raston battling with Johnson. Johnson, that puck will find its way out. It's to Palello. Oh, Palello almost with the fast break, kind of turned the handle on the puck. This to the sideboards. Nyfield making Johnson miss. Cross ice pass to Palin. It's Palin. He's shot on net. Rebound right in the middle. Palello is tripped. Puck right goes to behind the net. Looks like the net's off. No call, 14:08 in the second period. Some buzz from both these teams. Egan with a good scoring opportunity there. Here is Riley to take the draw. Henriksen and Haas at the wings. Junior and Skoog at defense. That draw won by Lakeville North goes down in deep. Here's Haas. Haas tries to bring it right out in front. He's stopped. Now they're three guys deep. Henriksen's got to hustle back here. Here's Skoog and 44 Souls. That puck to the sideboards. Battling on the sideboards is Haas. Riley there to help out. Riley goes down in deep. Mitchell Jr. to lay body in the corner. Not sure what's happening here with Haas and Lakeville North player. Riley makes one man miss. Loses the handle on it. That puck shot out through neutral. It'll go down in deep. This one is going to go for a nice, weird, awkward neutral zone play with 13:28 to go in the second period. Down in deep we go again. Here is Palello, Mead, Newman, Raston, Levine. Palello to take the draw against Rupert. Draw is contested. Rupert almost had a handle on it. Here's Newman. Newman with speed through neutral zone. He'll make one man miss. He'll send that second level deep. Here's Palello on the forecheck. Palello in deep. Here comes Mead. Newman to retreat. Now Newman in a back check into neutral zone. Levine tips this and sends this back in deep. Here's Mead on the attack. Mead with Palello. Palello. Oh, this puck into the. Oh! Quinn Mead very wisely sees an errant play by the Lakeville North defender who put the puck into the netting. Goalie lost sight of it. Goalie went to the far left post. Quinn Mead had the wherewithal to take it off the netting and just popped it right into the net.
Nice play, Quinn!
Great to see. Here's Palello, Mead, Newman. Levine and Rasmussen. Draw, contested, to the sideboards. Battled through neutral. Here's Newman, Palello. Palello battling again. He'll send that to Rasmussen. Rasmussen settles. Sends that back into neutral. Tried to find Mead. Mead was covered. Cross ice pass. Bullet over to Levine. Levine to Mead. Over to Palello. Palello trying to get out of Mead's way. Rasmussen steps up at the red line, leaving a one-on-one. Great back check by Palello. Palello. This is going to be a tripping call. Looks like Cale Newman. No? Who is it on? I have no idea. Rasmussen. I don't know. I guess I didn't really see it. I must have been away from the play. But 12:34 to go in the second period. Egan to kill a 2-minute penalty here. To take the draw, we have Johnson. With him, we have Riley, Skoog, and Mitchell Jr. This draw won by Lakeville North. To the sideboards they go. Mitchell Jr. battling down in deep. Riley gets that puck, settles it, sends it cross corner. Skoog and Johnson battling on the sideboards. That puck centered. There's going to be a call here on Lakeville North. It'll have 4-on-4 hockey. Egan pulls their goalie. It's a delayed penalty.
That was bad.
The call is, what are they calling here? I did not see a hand signal. Oh, hit to the head. This should be a 5-minute major.
5-minute major! To the head!
This should be, okay, a 5-minute power play. So Egan's gonna be 4-on-4 for 1:35 and 5-on-4 for 3 minutes and 25 seconds. This should be a 5-minute major. Oh, they're giving a 2-minute. Hey, they're giving a 2-minute. I don't know.
Hey, Chris, should that be 5?
Anything to the head. Huh? Well, folks, we saw this exact same call in a Bantam AA game. They gave 5 minutes, like no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Through neutral zone. Johnson makes one-man miss. He's got to come back. Offside. Way offsides. Shot from the top of the circle. Refs missed the offsides, 11:46. Unfortunately, you can't review it. So it's going to be 5-on-4, or excuse me, still going to be 4-on-4 hockey here. That was a good shot here by number 92. 4-on-4 hockey, 3-2, Egan. 4-on-4 for 1:13. Then Egan will go on about a 20-second power play. This puck through neutral zone. Johnson loses the handle on it. Oh, Johnson makes one-man miss. It's a foot race. It's a 2-on-1. Johnson finds the handle. Oh, tries to send it to Palello. Is too far for him. Palello up to Skoog. Skoog cross ice to Mitchell Jr. Mitchell Jr. sends it back in deep to Johnson. Johnson behind the net gets it to Palello. Palello up to Skoog. Skoog fires, misses the net. Tries to find Johnson. Oh, here's Junior. Junior sends a shot. That goes cross ice. Palello's going to settle it. Tries to send it in deep to Johnson. Johnson's going to battle. Up to Skoog. Skoog shoots. Misses the net by 4 feet to the left. Here's Mitchell Jr. shot right in front. Johnson able to stick handle, trying to battle that in. Johnson hit from behind. Refs aren't going to call it. Crowd is losing their mind. 10:54 to go in the second period. Somehow Johnson gets a penalty here. Somehow Johnson gets a penalty. How is that not 1-on-1? I don't know. It looks like it might be 1-on-1. Not sure what the call is. Okay, there we go. There we go. It's a 1-on-1. If Johnson would have kept his hands down after the fact, we would have had a power play, but Lakeville North with 3 players in the box, Egan with 2. Refs are going to sort this out. Are they going to call it 2 and 10, maybe? Some questions as to what the heck is going on here. I think we're going to see 4 on 3, if I was going to guess. Egan with 4 players, Lakeville North with 3. Where is Coach Jordan West? Where's what? Where's West going? Did West get kicked out? What is he looking for? Not exactly sure. So it looks like 4-on-4 hockey here, folks. Hendrickson makes one-man miss. Goes in. Backhand on net. That puck lost right in front in the crease. That puck going to go the length of the ice. This should be an icing. Icing's the call. Boy, Hendrickson had a really good opportunity.
That away, Max!
10:38 to go in the second period. 3-2 Egan. Oh, Hendrickson had a good opportunity there on the backhand. Looks like the trainer going to check Johnson out in the box. That's what Coach West was going for. This draw won by Riley. He sends it up to Skoog. Skoog didn't have space or time. Palin behind the net. Won the battle and then lost the handle on it. Skoog pinches down low and then is beat. Raskin skating back. Misses his guy. This puck down in deep to the sideboards. Off the sideboards. Down in deep. It's going to be a power play here for Egan, now 5-on-5 hockey. 10:04 to go in the second period, still 3-2. Down in deep we go, 10:04. Here is Palello, Mead, Newman, Raskin, Levine. Palello to take the draw. Draw one cleanly here by Palello. Levine sends that up, crossboards. Mead just not there in time. That was a scripted play. This to the sideboards. Nice job here by Newman to keep this deep. Egan with 3 forwards deep. This up to the top of the line. Levine with shot on net, rebound by Mead. He couldn't keep the handle on. He had a guy right on him. To the sideboards we go. Lakeville North tried to center that. Nice job by Levine stepping up at the line. Raskin there to help out Levine. Raskin battling in deep. Here's 44 coming out of his corner. It'll be settled by Mead. Mead sends that to Palello. Palello and Newman. Palello has Newman. Newman to his backhand. Turns to his forehand. He's brought down. That was an awkward play, but no call. Probably a good no call. Egan through neutral zone. Nice job by Levine here with time and space. Hendrickson's got to stay back for Levine. Now Riley does. Riley comes in deep. Somebody's got to get back for that D. This to the top of the line. Mead tries to keep that puck in. Hendrickson attacking through neutral zone. The puck is hopping. Here is Raskin to step up at the line. Nyfield takes a shot. That'll get deflected. Nice save there by Kerner. Up to run around to the defense. To the corner we go. Here's Raskin laying body into the corner. Hendrickson tries to send that to Riley.
Yep, let's do it.
This will be a high stick. Looks like a high stick. Is that a penalty or maybe just down? I'm not sure. High sticking the call on Levine. With 8:35 to go. 8:35 to go in the second period. Here's Riley. Skoog. Hendrickson. Mitchell Jr. Egan on a 2-minute penalty kill. Not sure what the ref's trying to sort out here.
Trying to get him off the bench without a helmet.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Jonah Johnson being seen by the trainer. Ref asked him just as a safety precaution to just go outside behind the glass here. Jonah Johnson looks like maybe a head injury there. Here is Riley to take the draw. Draw won by Riley down in deep. Mitchell Jr. sends it cross corner. Henriksen there to help. Henriksen, Skoog battling on the sideboards. That puck in their feet. Here is 44 battling. Henriksen still battling on it. Butler trying to center it. Centers it to 44. 44 had a chance there. That puck to the top of the line. Nice play by Riley. Here's a chance by Riley. Riley in a foot race. He's got two guys on him. Riley to take a shot on net. This save here by Lakeville North tender. The minute 28 to go in the penalty kill. Nice job by at Egan line there. Bottling things up. Chris Raston about to lose his mind with this officiating here today. It's tough to watch. Here is Palello. Mead shot on net from the draw by Palello. Mead shot goes wide left. Two Egan forwards behind the net. They got a back check hard. Here's Palello in a good, strong back check. Palello is going to go deep to the corner to retreat. Palello, nice pass to Mead. Mead loses a footing. Mead gets it to Skoog. Skoog comes out of it. Over the line, Skoog sends this deep. Skoog will attack. Skoog goes down in deep. Palello stays back for him. Nice job by this penalty killing line. Good job by Skoog to pressure. Skoog in deep. Here's Mead in deep. Shot blocked by Mead. Mead will settle it. Mead passes to Lakeville North for an errant reason. This puck back to Mitchell Jr. to the sideboards. Palello lost his footing. Couple. Oh, here's a call, another penalty here going on Egan. According to these refs, Egan is the only team that's getting penalties here today. Egan's starting to shoot themselves in the foot. Mitchell Jr., Egan's leading penalty getter, back in the box. With 7:10 to go, Egan's got a kill on 35 seconds of a 5-on-3, and then a minute 25 of a 5-on-4. Here's Henriksen, Riley, and Raston. Raston down in deep to Riley. Riley, cross corner, there's Henriksen. Henriksen battles, Riley gets it, Riley's got to chip this out. Riley chips it out nicely. Riley's absolutely drilled. Ref is going to call a high stick. Apparently, Lakeville North is free of absolutely blasting people. No problem. Here is Palello to take the draw. Palello, Henriksen, Raston. Nice draw win here by Palello. That goes deep. And Lakeville North out of their own zone. 10 seconds of 5-on-3 here. In through neutral zone. Here is Henriksen of Lakeville North. Nice step at the line by Palello. This will, no icing is the call. That will kill the 5-on-3. Lakeville North tries to freeze it. They won't give them a whistle. It's a minute 23 of 5-on-4 now. Lakeville North in through neutral zone. A step at the line by Levine. Nice stick by Levine. Levine sends this up to the top of the line. Here's Henriksen. He blasts that through the line. Henriksen now in the attack on Butler. Henriksen loses an edge. To the sideboards he goes. Number 44 of Lakeville North sends this second level deep. Levine sends this cross corner to Raston. Raston's going to battle in the corner. Raston unfortunately loses the handle on it. That goes down to the high slot. Shot goes into Palello. Henriksen there on the sideboards to attack. Puck back in deep. Henriksen, Levine. Henriksen down to the top of the line. Henriksen and Palello will attack. This puck shot goes wide right. That into the slot. Henriksen's there to chip it. Henriksen passes it to the D, where Raston was for a little breakout pass. Henriksen on number 92, not giving him any time or space. Here's Palello. Palello over the line. Palello with speed across the red line. Brings that puck into his feet. He's accosted. 18 seconds left in the penalty kill. Palello's got to get back. Fresh legs by Palin. over the line, shot, misses wide left. Here's Levine battling in deep. Check by Lakeville North. Oh, shot near side, but rebound. Eric Kerner holding the back of his head. Not exactly sure what's going on there. Ref missing calls left and right. Folks, this is getting out of hand. Nice check behind the net here by Rasson. It's 5-on-5 hockey again. Great kill here by Egan Wildcats. Shot on net. Rebound to the corner. Good play here by Kerner. He's playing great here today, folks. Back in the corner we go. Egan wins that battle in the corner. Jake Palin sends us the length of the ice. This will go on net, no icing. Here's Matt Haas on the attack. 4:31 to go in the second period. Haas battles, skates past the puck. Down in deep, Riley with good body. Here's Palin to Riley. Riley had a shot that went off a body here. Haas up to Levine. Levine shot goes just wide left. Back to the corner we go. Here's Riley to Skoog. Skoog sends that deep. Here's Haas again on the attack. Back in deep we go. Riley on the attack. This puck up to Palello. Shot, misses wide left. Egan seeming to miss the mark every time. This puck high and wide out of play by Lakeville North. This puck should go in deep with 3:58 to go in the second period. Everybody's losing their minds today. What a game. Refs are letting this game go out of hand. Guys are absolutely blowing people up. The fans are just about at fisticuffs here, folks. 3:58 to go in the second period. Here's Palello, Mead, Newman, Skoog, and Mitchell Jr. Draw one by Lakeville South. They'll send it up the sideboard. Skoog to pinch with 3 low. Here's Mitchell Jr. It's a 3-on-0. Offsides is the call. The refs don't miss it this time. Thank God. Refs missed the offside call on the last goal by Lakeville North, but they don't miss it this time. Skoog dump pinch with 3 deep. Here's Palello, Mead. Palello wins this draw, comes off the line, shot on net. No rebound. 3:46 to go. We'll have a draw down in deep. Three to 2 Egan. 3:46 to go in the second period. Palello, Newman, Mead, Mitchell Jr., and Skoog. Palello to take the draw. Draw is contested. Here's Mead to battle. That up to Skoog. Skoog shot. Rebound right into the slot. Mead was there. Oh, this puck topped the line. High slot. Palello tried to get a shot off. Didn't have any wood on it. Nice step at the line here by Mead. Mead tried to send it to Newman. That intercepted by Lakeville North. Over the line. Palello got that to Mead. Mead over the red line. Mead loses the handle. Step by Skoog at the red line. Gives an odd man rush. Good back check here by Egan. Skoog steadies. Gets that to Mead. Mead looking for a cross ice pass to Newman. Puts it behind him. That deflected off a Lakeville North player. Just puck through neutral zone back to Newman. Newman tips that into the zone. Goes for a change. Here's Henriksen. Riley on the attack. Cross ice pass. That'll go the length of the ice. This should be an icing call. 2:48 to go in the second period. It's 3-2 Egan. Woo! All right, folks, what a game. What a game. Here is Riley to take the draw. Matt Haas, Max Henriksen, Willie Levine, Liam Rasner. Riley to take the draw against number 15, Lakeville North. Draw here is contested. Ultimately, Lakeville North's going to come out with it. Here's Nyfield. Nyfield to high slot across the line. He'll take this puck in deep. Nyfield centering this. Egan misplaying the puck twice. This is to the top of the line. Hendrickson in a foot race. That puck deflected. It'll be automatic offsides. Eric Kerner bending over. Hopefully he is okay. Egan without a backup goalie. Could use a backup goalie here today. Kerner bends over in a little discomfort, but it looks like he's okay. With 2:28 to go in the second period. Kerner skates that off. Here's Riley to take the draw. Haas, Henriksen, Levine, Raskin. Riley to take the draw. He wins this over to Levine. Levine chips this in to the sideboards over to Henriksen. Henriksen looks, sends that deep. Riley tipped, just misses the crossbar, just a little bit high. Haas battling on the sideboards. Haas will send this back in deep. Here's Riley on the attack. Riley coming in deep, this off the sideboards to the top of the line. Levine sends that back in deep again. Here's Haas on the attack. Lakeville North sends this to the sideboards, and then they'll cross ice pass to Nyfield. Step at the line by Raskin. That puck chipped through neutral. Henriksen's there to recover. Henriksen sends that the length of the ice. It'll be an icing call.
Fine.
Maybe a good whistle for the Egan Wildcats here. With 1:49 to go in the second period. 3-2 Egan. Here is Colello, Palin, Mead, Skoog, and Mitchell Jr. One cleanly here by Colello. Colello to Skoog. Skoog had that up nicely up the sideboards. Pucked again to the sideboards. Here's Colello. Cross ice to Mead. Mead in a foot race. Mead over the red line. Makes one man miss. Mead battling. He is drilled. No call. Mead is down. Still no whistle. Not sure what happened. Refs to talk about this. Now people are getting injured because game's getting away from the refs. Refs are not calling a very good game here today, folks, unfortunately. Not saying that penalties aren't penalties, but I think there's a lot that's going uncalled. Quinn Mead here. Appears rattled. Minute 25. Boy, he had a great play making a sidestep, making a man miss. Quinn Mead hopefully okay. Minute 25 to go in the second period. We're at a stoppage of play here. Good to see Quinn Mead standing. Not exactly sure what the problem is or what happened there. I don't know. I have no idea. Hopefully he is okay. Hopefully Egan now playing with some fire. Five-on-five hockey, minute 25. Refs discussing something. This puck coming out to the offside dot. Cale Newman joins the battle here. Newman, Colello, Palin. Draw one here by Lakeville North. They'll send that puck in deep. Here's number 13. Lakeville North on the attack. That puck goes to Colello. Colello to Palin. Palin centers that to Lakeville North. Back in. Number 5 with a shot. Goal. Egan just not able to get that puck out with 1:08 to go in the second period. 2 bad passes. Egan's got to rally back now and get this next one here, folks. Shot by Rupert. I think that goal was by number 5, Rupert. Let him just shoot at the top of the slot after Egan had a poor pass to try and get a break out there. This draw one here by Riley. Riley to Levine. Levine sends that deep. Here goes Haas on the attack. Haas down in deep he goes. Haas, now Riley. Riley battling in deep. Henriksen waiting for his chance. Now here comes Henriksen. Henriksen on the attack. He forces that Lakeville North to send this top of the line. Step by Levine. That puck back up to the top of the line. And here is Haas to try and turn that puck around. He can't hold the handle on it. Here's Henriksen. Henriksen gets it. Oh, had that over to Riley. It was a step too far. Riley had it to Haas. Haas couldn't handle it. On his backhand, Lakeville North sends that into the netting with 32 seconds to go in the second period. It's a 3-3 game now. Here is Riley, Haas, Henriksen, Skoog, Mitchell Jr. Draw one by Riley. Henriksen shoots that right into Riley. Up the sideboards we go. Here's Lakeville North. Cross ice pass, misses its mark. Here's Skoog in a foot race. Skoog wins that race, gets that to Riley. Riley to Haas. Haas over the line. Lakeville North to turn. Lakeville North sends that in deep through neutral. They'll wait at the line. Nice step by Skoog at the line. Skoog tried to get that to Henriksen. Now Riley to recover. Riley, 5 seconds. Riley shoots, misses the net. 2 seconds to go in the period. That puck up the line. Period will expire 3-3. Shots 24-18 Egan. Scores 3-3. After 2 periods of play. Tie game. Well, folks, everything is on the line here. The winner gets to play again at 4 o'clock today. The loser is done with their season. Everything on the line, everything to play for. This is what we love about youth hockey right here. This is it. Third period. You see if guys can dig deep, come out to play. And the third period will begin. It's 3-3. Come on, Mike. A lot of Egan faithful in attendance tonight. Thank you to you all that made it out and ventured out for the game here in playing in Cottage Grove. Gino Palello, Jonah Johnson, Jake Palin. Good to see Jonah Johnson out this period. Preston Skoog, Willie Mitchell Jr. Egan's gonna dig deep here this period. Refs are discussing some sort of situation here with minor officials. 15 minutes on the clock. We're ready to start the third period of play. Third period to begin. Palello to take the draw. Draw one here by Palello, contested. Over the line, Gunderson able to get a quick shot off, gets his own rebound. Gunderson from the corner sends it up to the top of the line. Shot into traffic, doesn't find its mark. Down in deep. Skoog just thinking about attacking, and then Skoog goes and overskates the puck. Palello sends this to the top of the line. Shot into traffic, deflected to the corner. Mitchell Jr. loses the race to the corner and blasts a guy. Here's Palello to Palin, Palin to Johnson. Johnson through neutral zone, makes one man miss. It's a breakaway for Johnson. Johnson over the line, goal! Oh. Lakeville North just does not have an answer for that. With 14:23 to go in the start of the third period. Egan's gonna grab the momentum. 4-3 Egan. Jonah Johnson, so dangerous. With time and space, he can make a lot of people miss. A kid that has really came into his own here at the end of the year. shot off the sideboards by Levine. Levine trying to get that second level. It won't go. Down in deep. Here's Palello. Palello behind his own net. Sends a drop pass here to Raston. Raston to Palin. Palin loses the handle. Here's 44 trying to keep that puck in. 16 holds the handle on it. That puck on net. Levine grabs it behind his own net. He's bodied. Levine sends that up to Palin. Palin settles that puck, sends it cross ice to Johnson.
What's the penalty?
Looks like a penalty here on Egan. Not sure what for.
What's the penalty on?
High stick is the call. Not sure if this is a penalty or if the puck is in deep. No, they're going to call Gino Palello for a high stick. Egan just cannot stay out of their own way today, folks. Good Lord. Honestly, I just don't think these refs are going to call this evenly. They're just not going to do it. They don't care. They must not like us. Here's Riley.
All the stuff happening about this, I see.
Riley, Henriksen, Levine, Raston. Draw contested. Riley off the draw, gets it to Raston. Raston tries to send this deeper. Riley there to help. Henriksen and Levine out in front. Raston takes this out in front. He's got to get rid of. Oh, Raston makes one man miss. It's a one-on-one. Raston has Henriksen with him. Trying to get it across to Henriksen. That puck off out of play. Nice job, Ras! 141 to go in the penalty kill. Nice job by Liam Raston. Taking that puck out. God, he had Henriksen. He was trying to get it there. That puck deflected, found its way out of play. Here's Riley to take the draw down in deep. Riley, Henriksen, Raston, Levine. All these guys are actually really good friends on this line. And down in deep we go. Here's Henriksen on the attack. Henriksen will win that attack, send it back in deep again. This puck cross ice pass. Now Egan's got too deep, they got to retract. Oh, that should be out offsides. The ref doesn't miss this one. 13:09 in the third period, 4-3 Egan. Minute 25 in this penalty kill for Gino Palello's second penalty of the day. Here's Riley to take the draw. Draw by Riley. That one contested. 92 is going to come through with it. Won't make it to the second level. Gets a shot off. Another shot. Lakeville North just battling down in deep with some fire. Good save here by Kerner. Shot by Henriksen of Lakeville North. There's two Henriksens on the ice. One for Egan, one for Lakeville North. The Lakeville North Henriksen has a D. Spelt incorrectly, if you ask me. Here is Johnson, Palin, Skoog, and Jr. Draw one here by Johnson in the feet, contested, sent the length of the ice by Palin. This puck is touched, no icing the call. Johnson's going to wait and let Lakeville North make the first move. Oh, Johnson almost had a stick on that pass. Johnson now to retreat, causing number 44 issues at the line. Step at the line by Skoog, shot in deep. Here by Lakeville North, here's Johnson in deep. Johnson makes one man miss. Johnson back in deep. Johnson's now bodied, he's got to get rid of this. To Palin, Palin on the sideboards. Palin sends it back in deep. Here's Mitchell Jr., 34 seconds in the penalty kill. Jr. sends it, that's out! Sorry about that yellow, folks. You might have to turn your volume down if you're watching at home. I apologize. I'm very, very amped up here. 12 to go in the third period. 4-3 Egan. Johnson to take the draw. Egan with 28 seconds of penalty kill here. Here is Palin battling. He's got Skoog with him. Centering pass goes to Mitchell Jr. Mitchell Jr. around the line, sends it to Johnson. Too far for Johnson, he just couldn't handle it. Through neutral zone. Lakeville North playing it through neutral zone. Skoog will battle, loses the handle. That back down to Mitchell Jr. Mitchell Jr. sends it up to Palin. Palin has Johnson. Great centering pass to Johnson. Johnson through neutral zone. Johnson battles at the line. Johnson's hit in the face. No call here by the ref. Egan now at full strength. Good job by Egan, killing another penalty. Back down in deep, here's Mitchell Jr. Mitchell Jr. sends to Johnson. Johnson settles. Johnson makes one man miss. Up to the line, tried to get it to Henriksen. Wasn't going to find its way. Down to number 13 at Lakeville North. He makes Mitchell Jr. miss that. Back down into the corner. It's Mitchell Jr. and Palello battling over to Raston. Raston tries to send that up to Henriksen. Won't find its mark. Raston's going to skate this to Palello. Palello to Johnson. Nice footwork by Johnson. Johnson turns away from pressure. Nice play. Buying time and space. Johnson looks. Sends cross ice to Henriksen. Henriksen turns, looks. Sends over to Mitchell Jr. Mitchell Jr. Time and space. Tries to send it to Palello. That misses its mark. Goes for the icing. 10:56 to go in the third period. It's 4-3 Egan. Shots 25-22 Egan. Down in deep we go. Palello, Henriksen, Haas, Raston, Levine. 10:56 on the clock. Everything on the line. Who is going to dig deep? Here's Palello. Draw one cleanly here by Lakeville North, but their defense not able to win that. Haas down in deep to contest. This one going to come out. Oh, Palello didn't go over the line, but that's an automatic offsides. In varsity hockey, that'd be a delayed offsides. Nothing Haas could do to get out of the zone. Offside dot we go. That draw contested, sent to Lakeville North's defense. Raston steps up at the line. Henriksen to settle over to Levine. Levine cross ice off the sideboards. Try to get it to Palello. Offside the call. 10:33 to go in the third period. Here is Palello, Henriksen, Haas. Draw here, won by Palello, over to Haas. Haas makes the defense miss. Haas now in a foot race. Haas trying to pressure with Palello. Henriksen staying high. This one goes to the center. That Levine's got to skate for this one. He's got a man on. Levine makes one man miss, sends a drop pass over to Henriksen. Henriksen's behind it. Nice play by Henriksen. Off the sideboards, he gets that out to neutral. Lakeville North had to come back out. Haas to Henriksen. Henriksen over the line. Henriksen sends this deep, goes for a change. Egan now in the attack. Lakeville North coming out of their own zone. Here is Riley on the attack, makes one man miss. Mead overskates the puck errantly. Here's Raston to step up at the red line. Riley intercepts a pass, goes to the sideboard, sends this puck deep. In deep we go. Here's Mead on the attack. Mead with speed, and here's, Newman. Nice play by Newman. Newman and Mead down in deep. Mead settles the puck, sends it up to the line to Raston. Raston flobbers the puck, and that doesn't find its mark. Raston now over to Levine. Levine settles. Levine sends that to Riley. Riley had no time or space. That puck should have went cross ice. Lakeville North sends that the length of the ice. This should be an icing call.
Nice.
Errant play here by the ref. The ref's just unfortunately not having a good game. I don't know why that puck was waved off, but what can you do? This puck sent cross ice by Lakeville North. Battled on the sideboard. Nyfield. High sticking the call. This should come down the length of the ice. 9 minutes to go. Wow. This game is heated, folks. Once again, the loser of this game, their season's done. The winner of this game lives to play again at 4 o'clock to either go on to the regional tournament. Here is Palello to take the draw. Palello, draw one here by Lakeville North. Palello's going to attack down in deep. It's Palello, Johnson, Palin. Palello wins this. Oh, had Johnson in the high slot. Lakeville North's going to be able to win that battle. Here's Mitchell Jr. Absolutely crushes Eli Gunderson. Oh my God, hopefully that boy is okay. Johnson loses the battle to that puck. Lakeville North had it to the top of the line. They'll send that back to Preston Skoog. Skoog to Johnson. Johnson from the sideboards loses the sight of it. This one over to Palello. Palello out of the zone. Palello, nice pass here to Johnson. Johnson over the line. Johnson with Palello. Shot on net. Frozen puck. 8:19 to go in the third period. Wow, Eli Gunderson just absolutely blasted. This ref here having words with Jonah Johnson. Hopefully Jonah Johnson not talking back. Riley to take the draw with Henriksen, Haas. Draw one cleanly by Riley, up to Scoob. Shot into Henriksen's feet, Henriksen battling. Here's Mitchell Jr., he's got to keep it in at the line. He has Henriksen there to battle again at the high slot. This goes the length of the ice. This should be an icing. The refs don't miss this one. 8:06 to go in the third period. And Riley to take the draw again down in deep. 8:06 on the clock. 4-3 Egan. Here's Levine, Raston, Riley, Henriksen, Haas. Riley to take the draw. Draw to the sideboard, contested. Henriksen's got a battle. Here goes Lakeville North down in deep. Egan with 2 players down in deep. Oh, Riley shot on net. Rebound just goes wide. Matt Haas overskates the rebound. Egan's got a back check hard now. Lakeville North over the line. Nice play here by Raston. Henriksen down in deep with Haas. Lakeville North able to center that. Gets it to the top of the slot. This one high down to the sideboards. Henriksen now on the attack. Lakeville North able to send that across the crease. Good coverage in front of the net by Egan. This one over to Raston. Raston's going to skate this puck out. Good job, Raston. Raston buys time and space. Raston absolutely destroyed. And the refs aren't going to miss this one. It's about time. Roughing's the call. 7:19 to go. Egan on the power play. Boy, Liam Raston absolutely destroyed. Hands high.
Where's the hand contact, ref?
With 7:19 to go in the third period. Egan to go on the power play. Here's Palello, Johnson, Palin, Mitchell Jr., and Scoog. Palello to take the draw down in deep. Draw one cleanly by Palello up to Mitchell Jr. Mitchell Jr. shot into the slot. Johnson had a chance for it. Puck up the sideboards. Centering pass by Scoog. Johnson lost his footing. Palin just swiping at the puck. He's got to move his feet. Here's Mitchell Jr. over to Johnson. Johnson over the line. Palello overskates that. Lakeville North happy to send this the length of the ice. Kerner plays that over to Mitchell Jr. Mitchell Jr. sends that to Johnson. Johnson loses the handle. Mitchell Jr. into his body. Lakeville North over the line. Number 6 able to skate this to his backhand deep in the zone. Here comes Mitchell Jr. Mitchell Jr. bodies the guy from behind. No call. This puck cross ice. Now Palin to go attack. Egan at 11, about a minute left to go in the power play. Battling in deep. Cross ice pass over to Scoog. Scoog to skate this puck up. Scoog to Palello is a rocket pass from a foot away. That puck needs a little more finesse. 6:15 to go in the third period. Here is Riley, Haas, Henriksen, Raston, and Levine. 6:15 to go in the game. A minute to go in the power play here. On the sideboards we go. Henriksen and Riley battling. This puck will go to Riley down in deep. Riley to set up the 3-1-3. Riley on the sideboards. Riley sends that puck on net. Here is Raston down in deep. Raston trying to battle. We need 2 guys on the puck when there's a battle, guys. Lakeville North sends that the length of the ice, icing the call. 34 seconds in the power play. Here is Riley to take the draw. Haas, Henriksen, Levine, Raston. Riley, nice draw win here over to Levine. Levine back to Henriksen. Henriksen and Levine down to Henriksen. Henriksen cross ice pass to Raston on the back door. This one back to Raston. Raston sends that deep, had a guy right on him. Haas has got to go attack. Here's Henriksen with Haas. Henriksen battling on the sideboards. Henriksen needs help here. Henriksen from the sideboards. Oh, tried to send that. Oh, nice play by Raston here on the sideboards to keep this puck in. Raston loses the handle. Haas tries to keep this deep. Henriksen's got to get there. On the sideboards they go. Levine, nice job settling that. Henriksen tried to center that to Haas. Haas is too deep into the crease. It's 5-on-5. Lakeville North to send this over the line. Pinched by Raston. He misses. Great save by Kerner. Great save on a 2-on-1. Got to have a little better puck support here for Egan. This puck over the line. Drop pass here by Lakeville North. Here's Rupert at the top of the line. He'll send that puck in deep. Here goes Levine to gather out of his own corner. Levine gets this puck out. Here is Newman over the line. He's accosted and skates past the puck, can't find it. Newman now battling. He has Riley with him, or Haas with him. This puck shot out of play. This puck should go in deep. Yep, in deep's the call with 4:32 to go in the game. Center ice draw is the call. Here's Palello, Mead, Newman, Skoog, and Mitchell Jr. Draw is contested. Mead skates past the puck. Mitchell Jr.'s got to step up. Nice job by Mitchell Jr. Here's Newman at the sideboards trying to keep it in. This should be an icing call. No icing. Skoog is bodied well by 92, Nyfield. Oh, Mead is outplayed by the ref in the corner. Mead now has got to lay body down in deep. Here goes Skoog, puck to the top of the line. Shot on net, rebound goes wide to the corner. Here's Newman. Newman absolutely drilled. The ref doesn't miss this one. Palello's got to keep his hands down. Gino Palello giving pushes. Has stupid extracurricular activities by Egan. Egan would have been on a power play, decided to take extracurricular activities. Oh my God. Oh my God. How is this on both of our guys? Huh? Yeah, how's Newman?
I think he meant to maybe because Gino came.
Yeah. Egan not smart.
Two of their guys and Gino.
Yeah. Egan not smart, getting their tempers high, decide to throw a bunch of punches that get called after a ruthless hit in the end of the game. Egan would have went on the power play. Instead of going on a power play, we go on the penalty kill. Egan once again trying to beat ourselves into an oblivion. Now we have two guys in the box.
So do they.
Oh, 5 on 5. Yep, it is 5 on 5. Well, all right. I stand corrected. I am happy now, folks. Here's Palello, Palin, Johnson, Raston, Levine. That draw contested off the line. Over the line we go. Raston steps up. Levine sends that to Palin. Palin tries to send that to Palello. That doesn't find its mark. Here's Levine. Levine battles it up the sideboards, gets it to Palin. Palin headed over the line. Raston sends this puck in. Raston on the heavy attack here. Here's Johnson. Johnson's got one to beat. Oh, he loses the handle. Johnson bodied nicely. 3:33 to go in the game. It's 4-3.
Good work, Jonah!
Egan in the third period. Palello wins this draw to Palin. Palin up to Levine. Levine sends it into a foot. Back down in deep. Cross ices the pass. Egan's got to attack this harder. Here's Palello on the sideboards battling. Palello, now he's got Johnson with him. They're both battling. Johnson's got to find the puck, grab his stick. Ref now with a call. Call is on Johnson with holding. Jonah, don't argue! Don't argue! Don't argue! Don't argue! Go to the box! Go to the box! Jonah! Go to the box! Timeout, Lakeville North, 3:07 to go. Jonah Johnson confused on why he is called. Jonah Johnson trying to get his stick. He's called for a hold. Folks, this is about the worst officiating I've seen in many years of hockey. It's a shame. Egan now with 3 guys in the box. Lakeville North with 2. Jonah Johnson trying to grab his stick is called for a hold. Just not sure how that's possible. Egan now with 3 guys in the box. They got to dig deep. They only have 9 guys on the bench. It's going to be 5-on-4 for the next 2 minutes. Watch for Lakeville North to pull their goalie immediately. Lakeville North is probably going to want to take advantage of a 6-on-4 two-man advantage. Puck's down in deep. Lakeville North drawing up a play.
Let's go, White! Keep it up!
Egan's got to dig deep. We have Hendrickson, Palello, Raston, Levine. Who's in the box besides Johnson?
Kale,
So Newman in the box, and
Johnson, and
I think we're going to gain those guys real soon, though, right? A 5-minute. Newman and Mitchell Jr. in the box. Hendrickson, Palello, 13:07 in the game. Watch for Lakeville North's netminder. Here's Palello. Takes the draw, wins it cleanly over to Levine. Levine sends that, up the sideboards. Weird carom out into the crease. Hendrickson sends that, he'll clear it. Hendrickson on the attack. It's 5-on-4 hockey here for 2 minutes. Lakeville North on the power play. Here's Eli Gunderson over the line. Hendrickson will win this, send this the length of the ice. That's going to be icing call. Minute 33 to go. Minute 33 to go in the penalty kill. 2:40 to go in the game. It's a nail biter here, folks. Here is Palello to take the draw with Raston, Levine, Hendrickson. Draw won by Lakeville North. They get it cross corner to their other D. Shot on net. Into traffic, goes to the sideboards. Hendrickson there to battle. Hendrickson tries to get that out up to Rupert. Battling on the sideboards. Hendrickson's got to get down low to help out. Shot on net by Lakeville North. Hendrickson battling on the sideboard, sends this off the glass. That one goes out into the crease. And about 1:10 to go in the penalty kill for Lakeville, or penalty kill for Egan. Egan down in deep. Here's Raston behind his own net. Raston sends that to Palello, guy right on him. Raston's got to get that puck out. Lakeville North to take a shot that misses wide. 2 minutes to go in the game. Up to the top of the circle, 96. Battling, he passes that to no one. Here's Palello with the drive. 45 seconds to go in the penalty kill. Palello sends that deep. Looks like he's going to go for a change. Here's Mead. Skoog, Levine, and Riley through neutral zone. Levine sends this out of play. Should be a neutral zone draw.
Neutral zone draw! Neutral zone! Neutral zone draw! He was in the neutral! That's a neutral zone draw!
Minute 38 to go in the game. Refs miss another call. 138. 138 to go. 31 seconds of penalty kill.
neutral zone! He was across the blue line.
Here's Riley to take the draw. It's 6-on-4. Lakeville North with an empty net. 31 seconds of penalty kill. Number 44 to come on net. Shot, save. There's a melee that ensues. Boy, if the refs don't call something, oh my God! Eric Kerner's bleeding. Oh boy, minute 32 to go in the game. We'll see how the refs sort this out. Boy, if they give a penalty to Egan, You know these refs got the Lakeville jersey under those stripes. Unreal. Unreal. Not sure. Skoog defending his goalie. Probably. I think we're going to see coincidentals here, which is probably the right call in this kind of a game. Jonah Johnson to come out of the box in 25 seconds. Lakeville North, the pulled goalie, refs are trying to figure out exactly what's going on. I would like to see a penalty here on Lakeville North for instigating. Absolutely toppling. What?
He just got like punched 4 times.
He threw a punch. He threw a punch. But after they pile drived our goalie, I don't know. So Nyfield to the box, one of Lakeville North's best players. Oh, Lakeville North taking 2. We'll see a 5. 4-on-4. Is it 4-on-4? 4-on-4? 4-on-4.
Too many guys.
Call them. Too many men. Let's go. Drop the puck.
Even if they
Let's go 5-on-3.
they have an empty net.
Oh, they have an empty net. That's right. Empty net, Chris.
What?
They have an empty net.
No, but he gave them 2 twos, didn't he? Because that's why the 2 is showing right here.
Yeah, so they got 5 players out there instead of 6.
No, they have 6 guys out.
Yeah,
Half
so
the guys
one's a
there,
coincidental.
that's
One's a coincidental.
Right,
Okay.
and then they
the
shouldn't
other's
be
a
on-
penalty.
Yes.
Okay. So instead of 6 players, they have 5.
No, they have 6. Count the guys out there.
Oh yeah.
They have 6. They should have 5.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Unless they give them a 2 and 10, I guess I don't know what to give them.
Yeah, but still, it's
Up
not
there.
coincidental.
Look,
Yeah.
The scorebox is arguing it.
It's too many men.
5.
There you go.
Got off. 5 guys. Only 6 guys. 5 guys for one. 5 guys for one.
Drop the puck. Let's go. Give them too many men. Melee ensuing here. Minute 32 to go in the game. What we should see is 5-on-4 for 25 seconds. And then it'll be 5-on-5. Once again, Lakeville North with an empty net. Because Lakeville North has a penalty and the penalty's on the board, they should have only 5 players out there and not 6. Lakeville North, still having 6 players out here, if this puck drops, should get a too many men call. Once again, coincidental minors don't go on the board, so Lakeville North with a 2-minute penalty on the board should be short 1 player.
Should be 5-on-4 when Jonah gets off 5-on-5.
Yeah, 5-on-4 when Jonah gets off in 25 seconds, 5-on-5. If the refs miss this one, it'll be a colossal failure. Now Egan fighting the refs. Puck goes in deep to the top of the high slot. 44 takes a shot, battling, save. Minute 23 to go, 16 seconds in the penalty kill. Not exactly sure what is going on here, folks. I cannot figure this out. Why Lakeville North is able to play 6-on-5, I have no idea. So sorry, I'm at a loss for words. Here's Palello Palin, Levine, Raston. Draw here, contested. Lakeville North gets a shot. Save, 12 seconds to go in the penalty kill. Johnson to come out of that box. Watch for him to fly. Palello's got to win this draw. Draw one here by Lakeville North. They'll send it across the crease here. 8 seconds in the penalty kill. Puck to the top of the line. Shot on net. Rebound to the corner. Battling in the corners, Levine. This goes to Palello. Out of the zone. Egan. Now. It's a 5-on-4. Johnson battling in deep. Johnson's going to battle. He's got his legs going. Less than a minute to go in the game through neutral zone. Lakeville North goes through neutral zone. Raston on his belly. To the sideboards. Palello and Johnson battling. They'll lose the battle over to Lakeville North's backhand shot to the sideboards. This goes to the net. Net is off with 38 seconds to go in the game. Folks, this is the time you put Liam Riley, your best centerman.
Put Riley at the draw! Put Riley at the draw! Put Riley at the draw!
Yeah, let's see if they'll take my advice. No. Draw here, won by Lakeville North. Up to the top of the line. Off Palello's shin pads, floating through. 30 seconds on the clock. Down in. To the sideboards, back in the corner. Still battling. Yeah! Over the line. Here's Palello in a foot race. 18 seconds. That puck won. This game's over, folks. Egan to take it. 11 seconds to go. He goes in. They live to fight one more game. We'll see you at 4 o'clock. What a game. What a game. This will be the end of the season for Lakeville North. Lakeville's coach wants for him to lose his mind. He's going to swear at this ref. He'll probably be ejected here for this last game. 11 seconds to go on the clock. Egan ready to take the draw. It's a 2-goal game now. Wow.
Now nobody get kicked out of the mess. Fall on the head to the goal. Where's the goalie one?
There is Egan to take. What's that? Who said it wasn't? Oh, really?
Why would they say that with the net off?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how the net could have been off when no one hit it. So, that should have been a whistle a long time ago. 11 seconds to go in the game. Egan happy to let this time expire. Over to Levine, Levine to Raston, Raston back to Levine. 8 seconds to go in the game. Levine chips this out, sends it to Henriksen. Centering pass by Lakeville North. Oh, geez. Whoa. Time expires. Egan's the victors in this game. Egan will play again to make it to the regional tournament at 4 o'clock. They're going to try and make it out the back door. They'll play the loser of Farmington and West St. Paul. That game to start right after this game. Folks, thanks so much for tuning in. Sorry if my commentary got a little out of hand here. I was just a little fired up. It's a great game here by these boys. We'll catch you at 4 o'clock. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate the support. Bye, folks.